Destiny.
Sorry.
Sorry you're hurt. Sorry you're hurt, Destiny. People are all screaming. All right. Destiny, what you missed is plan book. We have essentially no new homework this week. It's just 535.
Better be here tomorrow. We're doing Jenga.
What? Are you threatening? You better be here. Yeah, Jenga tomorrow. All right. First thing first. Find your 534. Find your 534. Get that out. We're checking it. Okay. 534. Get out 534. I made a mistake on mine. And, well, okay, I made a mistake. Yeah, that thingy-majiggies.
I love
Yo, still 3 homeworks due Friday. But 534, 535, and closure. Okay, still 3 homeworks. I gotta update the board for 7-8, but I can do that at lunch. Alright. If you didn't get a cheat sheet from the back, hey Destiny, when you come back, make sure you get a cheat sheet. Let's go check your homework. This was the first practice problem. It was not at the top. Somebody hit the wrong button.
It's all good.
Somebody hit the wrong button. Probably a substitute in the office. So 534 should be out, guys. You should have highlighted in your hand. Even if it's not done, you should be highlighting important parts. 534, make sure you have it.
Good morning, Phoenix. Annika Bartolin, please stop by the office for a moment. Annika Bartolin, please stop by the office for a moment. Thank you.
Hey, even though the question is only really giving you one thing that you can be answering about, let's try to label things when we know what label they deserve. 534, guys. This is 534. No, you didn't, because I you turned it in today, which you should.
Yeah, I know it.
Nope, I do not have 534 up here. Good question. If you don't have it, we should probably get another copy. 534. You okay? You got 534?
I don't have a 534.
You need more.
Perfect. Here you go.
Ooh, I found one that was
Check
all
it,
highlighted.
make sure
Do you think that might be yours? Somebody left that on the table. Actually, no, that's not 534. Hey guys, somebody. The world is gone. Okay, somebody turned in 532. It's got highlighting. It's got some blue highlighting written on the back, but it's a no name. So what am I supposed to do with it? I don't know. Stick it on the no name board, I guess. So if you think you turned in 532, well, come claim it. All right, any questions? 60 girls, 8 white, 120 dimes. If A plus B is your total, then you could find by B, or you could find B. Hey friends, we're like doing a thing up here. Even if you don't have your homework done, you should probably be paying attention. Do subtraction, right? A lot of you probably just said subtraction, but that's what we're talking about there. Any questions on the front? Well, yeah, but subtraction still exists. We can't make it go away. All right, on the back. Proportions, distributive property. Hi. You should probably either be working on that or paying attention to what's going on up here. Distributive property, friends. A lot of us are still doing this wrong. Draw the arrows. Now we're back here. Now we're checking these. Right? Did we actually distribute? So if you don't draw the arrows, you're asking yourself to forget part of this. I even took the time to color code my blue arrow, my pink arrow, my blue arrow, my pink arrow, all the different steps here. Any questions? Yellow doesn't really show up on my paper. Any questions on this? I got people who aren't done, so I'm scared. Like, do you not know what you're doing, or you're just not managing your time? Like, and I don't need you to answer that. Moving on. I think no. Did I get all of it? Oh, maybe I did. Right here is my typo. Margot, would you like to inform the class of what I goofed up since you brought it to my attention? this -6. I forgot. So this should be -6. Hey Donovan, you paying attention? Or you guys sword fighting with Tyler's?
We're not sword fighting.
Yeah, well, there's no front to the table, so it's easy to see that you're off task.
I'm using the rest of the game water.
But we're talking about my goof up. I mean, you're okay, but we're talking about me being a human. So this negative here would make this a negative here and would make this a negative there. The answer should be -42, and Margot got a sucker for that one.
I got it.
Why does Margot always notice?
Because they do their homework when it's assigned, and they're one of the first people to notice the typos. So if you do your homework when it's assigned,
I also noticed the typo thing. Make sure you get that down at some point, right?
does it count as 3? Well, I guess if you count today, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you got me. You got me.
That's another typo.
Okay, even maybe 3.5 potentially if you use Friday
It's
morning.
plus 3.
Or 4 days if you don't have it done. You can just, instead of going to the canteen, you can just go to the workroom.
Yeah, but look, there's 3 homeworks in 3 days. You know,
Alright.
that's my schedule.
I like your
always
math.
do it on, Wednesday, Thursday, and that's stuff you do.
And you got me. You got me as long as you remember to get it done. Any questions on 142? Scale factor. It's kind of goofy. Guys, it's times 1.5. Or you could say divide by 1.5, depending on which direction you go. So from here to here is times 1.5. Excuse me, times 1.5. Reverse it, it's divide by 1.5. So 1.5 is your scale factor, whether you're multiplying or dividing. Or you could say 3/2 or 2/3. There are fraction ways to do this as well. Questions? Get it done by Friday. All right, let's talk now about the mini mastery for probability models. So if you have not pulled this out yet, what it looks like, take a second if you haven't found it yet. It says mini mastery probability models. It looks like this. But the front, if I flip this over, but the front looks like this. The Quacks one, where I blow up. I'm a blow up. I'm gonna go viral.
Oh, wait.
No, that's 100% a
No,
joke.
I'm about to go. Like, mine says 15.3 and you marked that as right. And it says 15.4 on that.
Oh, because it's just rounding. Okay, so everybody flip to the back and look at this problem. Flip to the back. You can't see what number it is because the hole punch.
Amazing. It's 5.
Yeah, it is number 5. You can't see what number because the hole punch. Sorry, I'm kind of on my grade book right now. So guys, I'm not going to show you what to do exactly for this problem because that's your revision to do. But look up here for a moment. Like, put your pencil down. Just look up. If you're getting dressed, you do not put on all of your clothes at the same time because you only have 2 hands. And quite frankly, to put on a sock, I need 2 hands. I don't know about you, but like I need both hands. So you can only make one choice at a time. If you drew your tree diagram showing socks, shirts, pants, all on the same branch, like all on the same branching layer, you can't do that. You gotta pick one thing at a time. The order doesn't really matter, except if you put on your shoes before your pants, that might cause some difficulty.
Yay.
But so our person here, the first choice they make is shirts. They have 2 shirts to choose from. Let's say they choose. You guys want the blue shirt or with Valentine's Day coming up? Should we do the heart? Okay. So all because you're blue doesn't mean I have to be blue. So then we're gonna pick pants, and you know we got Valentine's Day coming. I can't tell if these are hearts or not, but we're gonna say they are. They look kind of like hearts. So I choose my shorts versus my pants, and then you know we gotta look fancy, so we might as well put on the dress shoes. So guys, I made 3 different choices. Those are my 3 different layers. But hey, hold on, I lost a lot of you. This, even though it involves 3 choices to get here, it's only one outfit. This is one outfit that is part shirt, short pants like shorts, and dress shoes. That's 1 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this would be 1 out of 8. It's not 3, even though we circled 3 things. This is just one outfit because I need all of these pieces.
I keep on getting, like, I confuse myself about that. I keep
So
on
let's
getting,
look at another.
Keep on adding, like, everything together.
Let's say we have an orange coin and a blue coin. This is just a coin. They just do a blue side and a orange side. So we've got heads and tails. I flip the coin once. Let's say I get heads. I flip the coin again. Let's say I get tails. So how many possible results were there? Well, for my first flip, only 2 results. But after my second flip, I could have had heads, 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 tails, tails, heads, or tails, tails. I actually got 4 options, but this is still just 1 out of 4. It's each different choice you're making, each different thing you're doing. So, like, let's talk another one. Let's say I've got a spinner with numbers and a spinner with colors. So I spin my spinner with the numbers, 3 and 4. I land on one of them. What do you want, 3 or 4? 4. Okay. Well, that was unison. So then I spin my spinner that has blue and yellow. There you go.
Red.
What color do you want?
Red.
It's not there.
No.
Blue. So this is your got a 4, got a blue. It's 1 out of 4. Right? This is 1 out of 4 total options. Let's say my breakfast. I'm choosing tea, coffee, or juice. And now this one, you don't need to understand this, but this is showing the different probabilities. This you'll do next year. You'll do this in 8th grade. And then my options for what I eat, I've got pancakes, cereal, toast, or I was running late and I couldn't eat anything, right? So each, regardless of my beverage, I still have all of those choices. So like out here, what is this result? Pancakes, and I drank what, Christian? Coffee, which is pretty much my normal. I don't eat pancakes like ever. So normally I'm probably going this route. And still, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This would be 1 out of 12. There's a 1/12 option, but actually here it's more complicated than that. But we don't need to know that yet. Sweet. That's tree diagrams. Put it away or under something, whatever. Let's look at your cheat sheet. Let's look at your cheat sheet. All right, guys, I'm gonna do my best to show, like, to explain Emily's method of doing this. So you guys all know Emily, right? So Emily, with yesterday's activity, right, your secret mission, Emily is on the way out to the family room, and I hear them saying, like, you know what we need? We need some red string. And we need to, like, act like a crazy detective. And I was, eavesdropping like teachers do. And I'm like, hey, do you want to actually do that? And Emily just looks up and they're like, what? I was like, yeah, I've got string. I've got Post-its. We can, like, actually do this. So if you look at the whiteboard out in the family room, Emily did this. She kind of went crazy detective on this. And then I said, hey, can you do it here for me? And Emily's awesome. And, of course it does. So I'm going to erase this tree diagram example that I was going over with somebody, just so it doesn't confuse people. All right, so you gotta imagine with me, I'm a crazy detective trying to solve a case. Okay, I only know certain things, and some of you solved this one yesterday, but check out your cheat sheet if you want. So it says, many insects migrate between their summer and winter homes. The desert locust migrates 800 miles further than the monarch. The pink-spotted hawk moth, 200 miles less than 4 times the distance of the monarch. And combined, they add up with the monarch, the locust, and the pink-spotted hawk moth to 12,600 miles. So, here's the clues we have. Migration. It's moving from a place to a place. What do we know about the migration? There's a desert locust. The desert locust is involved somehow. He's in this. He's we'll call that D. Right, so on your paper, find where we said D equals, right? It's written in green. What do we know about the desert locust? We know that it's part of the altogether.
Oh my
Eventually,
God.
we're going to use this.
Oh. You know,
I got some people totally somewhere else, I think, and if you decide you don't know how to use this cheat sheet, that's up to you. What else do we know about the desert locust? I think maybe, so Emily was hurried this morning, but I think Emily forgot one. What else do we know about the desert locust? I have it on my paper. 800 more than the monarch. So D is going to equal M plus 800. That's an 8. Just believe me, it's an 8.
I mean, it looks like.
All right. Any questions on how we got to the desert locust equaling monarch plus 800? This M is monarch. Monarch butterfly. I'm acting like a crazy detective, right? Where they're like, you see, it's this. It's all connected. It's all connected.
You mean like Brad Pitt and Seven?
I don't. Never seen Seven. So
I haven't seen it either.
I'm sorry. I don't have any free time. Okay. So another bug we talk about here is the hawk moth. You see, the hawk moth is so cool with the name of hawk moth. We're gonna call it H. So now it's pink spotted hawk moth. We're gonna call it the H. Find the H on your paper. What do we know about the hawk moth? Jana? It is 200 less than 4 times. Four. You know how many people got mad about this yesterday? You know how many people yelled at me when I came over? You might want to grab a highlighter and highlight 4. 4 times. 4 times. That made so many people mad yesterday. Out of character for a moment, for real. If you didn't spot the 4 times, that probably made you real mad.
You know what made me really mad? The fact that I knew it was 2000 and I said it at the last moment.
I'm sorry? What got you mad was that you got it right?
I got it right, and it was at the last moment.
But you got it.
I got it. I'm mad.
All right, what other bug have we not talked about yet? We got the desert locust, we got the hawk moth, we got
the monarch butterfly.
Correct. We forgot something. What did we call the monarch? M. So on your paper, this is on purpose, but you need to write M equals M. Guys, a lot of times, and it's redundant, I get it, but you need to define, you need to write down, okay, we're going to use M for monarch. We're going to use this. All right, you ready? Gotta go back into character. My throat's going to kill by the end of the day. All right, so you see, it's all connected. The monarch, the hawk moth, the desert locust, it all comes together. It all comes together. So we're going to do M plus D plus H. We're going to put them all together. Do what? It's fine. So then, we know what D is and we know what H is. Let's replace the D and the H. Good thing I've already done all this for you. Yeah. And it's color-coded. Yeah. Right? So now, I'm actually channeling my buddy who has a podcast when he tries to sound like a crazy whatever. So now what we can say is instead of D, we've got M plus 800. And instead of H, we can use 4M minus 200. And now everything's talking in the same variable. Oh, Mr. Krabs. I'm not channeling Mr. Krabs. I know, well, maybe. I haven't watched SpongeBob in a long time. All right. So, serious for a moment. This is what we call substitution. So you could, if you want, you could highlight right here and say substitute. Our goal is always to get everything down to one variable. So instead of using all 3, M plus D plus H, we want to replace, however we can, to use the same variable. Raphael, you with me? Because I know you're not. Push the I off your paper. Don't make me take it away. I want you to be able to have it. There we go. Get the temptation away. So now that we're working all in same variable, remember, an M is 1. An M is just 1. Lindy and June. And then 4 M's. So 4 M's, another 1 M, and another 1 M. How many M's do we have? 6. Yeah, you're not paying attention and you're just guessing randomly. We have one M, another M, and 4 more M's. We got 6 M's total. Guys, this, and you might want to make some notations on your paper, positive 800, negative 200, that's where the 600 comes from. Positive 800, negative 200. Can you pull that down because you're not doing anything that I'm at? Like, I wouldn't care if you had a pencil in your hand and you were doing something. Yeah. If we can't do what we're supposed to, so we're right here. If I want to work
I know,
towards
I
getting
was
M,
underlining.
if I want to work towards getting M by itself, I need to get rid of this 600 and get rid of this 6. Now, technically, you could do this in whatever order you want. But I'm here to tell you there's an easier and a sometimes harder way to do this. The easier way is to first get rid of the constant. So guys, I would this is the part we really need to pay attention to, and it's also back on my poster. Miss, would you give like a big point at that wood-looking poster?
That one?
Yes, there we go. So this process is also right back there. Thank you. Very good, Vanna White.
Why does it have feet?
Vanna White's the person on Wheel of Fortune that comes and pokes the numbers and
Why are there feet?
displays things.
Why are there feet footprints on the floor?
It's the steps for solving an equation. Look, I wasn't even going to point it out. You made me. All right, so we subtract 600 from both sides because we talked about we got to preserve equality. Then if I have 6 times my goal, how do I go from 6M just to 1? And guys, you might want to put a 1 here because when we did 6 divided by 6, that's what got us 1. And then to solve for the desert locust and to solve for the hawk moth, we can plug in what we now know M is. And we can solve our desert locust and our hawk moth. Glad I don't have to do that for the next class because Emily should be acting for me. It's all connected. Yeah! It is not Mr.
It doesn't sound like
Krabs.
Mr. Krabs.
I've watched SpongeBob, alright? Alright, the last thing we're going to do today is a jump start to Jenga. Okay, so here's how this is going to work. We're going to use the rest of class, whatever amount of minutes that is left, that your team for Jenga tomorrow, we're going to go ahead and figure out who the teams are, and then we're going to give you time to come up with a plan, like an attack plan, so you're maybe better prepared for tomorrow. So maybe it's like, hey, you do the first 2, I'll do the second 2, you do the last, like divvy up the problems, or maybe like I call dibs on like, hey, I'm good at like terms, let me do the like term problems. Like you guys split up the problems, get a jump start however you want, so when you come in tomorrow, we can have the Jenga tower built, you know what team you are, and we can just dive right in. Does that make sense? So let's shuffle up and determine some teams. So go ahead and put away whatever else you want. Actually, put away everything. Like put away everything. Because then we're going to bring around the closure pages.
That's a lot. Does it knock over the tower again? That's more than
Oh
Oh no!
no?
I forgot to close the thingies in my
Oh no.
Put this away.
Alright, so we're missing Destiny. Are we missing anyone else? Alright, Des, I am sorry. I'm going to stop recording because I do not want to show first and last names together. So this is what we're doing for the rest of the class. Feel better soon, Destiny.